Demigods of Greece and Egypt, long have the learned wondered what foundation Grecian mythology might have had. Now, taking heed to the sure word of God, we perceive that the angels who materialized before the flood were the gods of mythology, while their offspring, the giants, were the demigods. The suggestion may well start a flood of reflection in thinking minds. Egyptologists have been astonished by their findings in the tombs of the pharaohs. In some of these, historic tablets have been found, tracing the ancestry of the pharaohs apparently back to creation, the first pharaoh, Adam. But these tablets show so many more generations than the Bible records that Egyptologists lose all faith in the Genesis account. They become higher critics, discount the Bible records, and pin their faith to the Egyptian tablets. They confess, however, that these tablets vary and more or less contradict each other. Conceitedly, the most accurate is the Abydos tablet, found in the sepulchre of Taze I, probably the Pharaoh who made Joseph his prime minister and who is supposed to have died about 120 years before Moses was born. The chief fault found with this tablet is that it is not so lengthy as some of the others. Nevertheless, Pharaoh Taze I preserved this tablet for us with great care. He sank a shaft 60 feet deep through solid rock. At that level, his masons cut out the stone staircase on which the Abydos tablet is portrayed. An exact copy of it is to be found in the British Museum. At considerable expense and with difficulty, we have secured the photograph of it, which we here present. Our object is to show that this best of Egyptian records fully corroborates the Genesis account. This list of pharaohs is shorter than the others because it omits the names of gods and demigods. It is the complete Egyptian record of the purely human line of rulers back to Adam. Furthermore, these omissions occurred at the appropriate place, at the time of the deluge. Adam, Mina, was Pharaoh first. The Abydos tablet fully agrees with Genesis and is often corroborated by the Greek and Egyptian historians Herodotus and Manetho. It shows Adam as the first Pharaoh and Noah the 20th, while the intermediate 18 correspond with Genesis with remarkable accuracy. Mina's wife was Shesh, Hebrew Isha, woman. Her first son was Pharaoh II, Greek Peter Kent, guilty one, Hebrew Carnegie, Latin Athos, English Cain. The tablet for Abel represents him as the non-resistant one. The Abydos tablet shows the same order as Moses, giving first the line of Cain down to Jabal, who was taken. At that time, evidently, the gods and demigods began to fill the earth with violence. Taze's list omits the names of these. All demigods were destroyed in the deluge. Noah is next in order with a regal title. But since he was not of Cain's family, the Abydos tablet there goes back, mentions Abel and Seth's line, just as given in Genesis, untitled, down to Noah. These all, as pharaohs, have their royal ovals, but no super titles. After Noah, Nofru, Pharaoh 20th, the line runs through his son Ham, Chemu Chufu. Appropriately, Noah's other sons are ignored, for Shem and Japheth went to Asia and Europe, while only Ham went to Egypt. Thus wonderfully is the Bible being vindicated by the very inscriptions once supposed to contradict it. Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians. Besides this, he was Jehovah's prophet, and so certified by Jesus. Although Moses lived 2,000 years after Adam, history connected up very close to his time. From Adam to Moses, there were but 5 intermediaries: Methuselah, Shem, Isaac, Levi, Amram. whose lives overlap by periods ranging from 31 years to 243 years, as shown in our diagram. Melchizedek, priest and king. Melchizedek was a priest of God and at the same time king of Salem, east. Abraham acknowledged him and paid him tithes. God prophetically declared through the psalmist that Messiah would be a priest of the Melchizedek order forever. The Jews overlooked this prophecy and thought that everything of a priestly character in connection with God's plan would be fulfilled through the Aaronic priesthood, which was merely typical. Their expectancy of the Messianic kingdom and glory blinded them to his work as a sin-atoning priest. They saw not that Messiah is to be one of many members. Jesus is the head and the elect church the body of the Melchizedek priest. Christians are deeply interested in the Messianic reign, also in the fact that to become members of that royal priesthood means a participation with Jesus in the sacrifice of earthly life, as St. Paul exhorts. The declaration that Melchizedek was without father or mother, without beginning of days or end of years, has puzzled Bible students until recently. The interpretation is now quite satisfactory and simple. Melchizedek was without father or mother in the priesthood. He did not inherit this priesthood. He was without beginning of days and years in respect to his office, in that no record was made when his priesthood began, nor any provision made for a successor. In these respects, he typified Messiah. Melchizedek is supposed to have been one of the shepherd kings who invaded Egypt and built the Great Pyramid, covering 12 acres, known for ages as one of the 7 wonders of the world, about 2170 B.C. Astronomers tell that its measurements indicate the length of the year, the weight of the earth, the distance to the sun, etc. Its interior passages represent human history. Downward, the course of sin and death. Upward, the law age, the gospel age, the kingdom glory of the church, and human restitution.